A heat stroke can lead to death. So when somebody has a heat injury, people need to react immediately to start active cooling processes so that somebody doesn't move into a heat stroke, because a heat stroke could lead to death. Anytime somebody is in the heat and they're feeling weak, their pulse is rapid, maybe they're feeling very sweaty, maybe you're looking at your friend and maybe they're not walking quite straight or acting quite right, the first thing we need to do is we need to move them either inside, or if inside is not an option, move them into the shade. We need to loosen up their clothing, pour cool water on them if we can, have them drink small sips of cool water or sports drinks. If we have ice available, we can put ice at the back of their neck, at their groin and under their arms, and start an active cooling process. If this does not immediately cause them to start improving, then we call 911, because we could actually be moving into a heat stroke instead of a lesser heat injury. Once you start getting confused, passing out, and even unconscious, you may be having a heat stroke. Those who are most vulnerable for any type of heat injury would be those who are the very young and very old. Infants, children, those older than 65, those with medical problems like lung disease, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and those with Alzheimer's disease, actually. Also those who are not able to physically get themselves out of the heat, and actually our pets are at high risk for heat stroke as well. If you don't have an option to stay out of the heat, that you need to wear appropriate clothing, you need to be drinking, and what you're drinking needs to be not caffeinated and not alcoholic. It needs to be water or sports drinks to rehydrate. And then anytime that you're feeling uncomfortable in the heat, you need to get out of the heat as soon as possible. And if you're ever concerned about your health, if you think that you're having a heat illness, you need to call 911 and be seen, because heat illness can progress to a heat stroke, and that can lead to death.